welcome back to my kitchen. I'm Sam, and today we're going to be looking at the Violet Summer. So you'll notice that I don't have my funky shirt on anymore. It's been put in the bin by popular demand. What can I say? Anyway, moving on to the cocktail. Today we're going to be making the Violet Summer. Violet Summer is probably, it's a cocktail that is kind of a take on an aviation or a white lady, something along those lines. It's gin based, and for that we're going to be using Indian Summer Saffron Infused Gin by Duncan Taylor. An aviation has maraschino in it. For this we're going to be using a little bit of triple sec. So let me talk you through what we're going to be using today in the cocktail. So Indian Summer Saffron Gin, it's 46% gin. This is actually the old bottle. Unfortunately, given the circumstances, I couldn't get my hand on one of the newer bottles, but it's got a new funky label. I'll put a picture up on the screen for you in the video. It's very citrus led. There's a lot of orange peel, lemon zest, that sort of thing in there, so it complements this cocktail really well. I'll just show you that a little bit closer. There we are. Then we're going to have you move on to the creme de Violette. It's a liqueur. It's violet. If you remember the Parma Violet sweets, it's exactly like that. I really like it. Then we're moving on to the triple sec. So triple sec's an orange liqueur. It's a French liqueur or French origin. Most people are familiar with Cointreau. That's a little bit higher. Grand Marnier is a type of triple sec. It's very common in cocktails. Then we've got a little bit of sugar syrup, so I just batched up some 1:1 part sugar to water syrup. That's that one. And then I've got a little bit of lemon juice, just 25 mils in there. And then I've got a whole egg yolk in here. So everyone's going to be freaking out saying, why is he using an egg white in his cocktail? Don't worry. All it does is it adds texture into the cocktail. You won't taste any of it. There's a chemical reaction that happens with the eggs and the citrus, and that kind of cooks it. I'm not massively into my science, so I couldn't tell you the ins and outs of whys, but feel free to look it up on Google. Right, moving on to making the cocktail. I've got my usual implements. I've got my shaker tins, I've got my strainers, and I've got my measure. I've also got a coupe glass that's chilling in the freezer. All glasses need to be chilled. It's apparently become commonplace on making cocktails at home. Right, so what do we need first? We're going to go in first with the gin. So a full shot, 25 mils of the Indian Summer, going into the small shaker there. There we go. 25 mils of that. Then we're going to be using 15 mils of the creme de Violette. This is what really gives it the flavour. It gives it the sweetness, a nice kind of florally flavour to the drink. Then we're going to add a little bit of triple sec, again 15 mils of this. And the triple sec kind of just gives it a little bit more orange fruitiness, a little bit, a touch of kind of, I'd say a little bit of spice to it. Right, and then we're going to be putting a full shot of sugar syrup in. I like my cocktails quite sweet, and I think it balances out the citrus really nicely. So there's a full shot of sugar syrup going in there. Then we've got the lemon juice. Lemon juice goes straight in, like so. And for the egg white, that goes straight in as well. So the most important part about when you're working with egg white is actually the shaking, both to cool the cocktail, but to give the consistency of the cocktail a really good mouthfeel. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shake it twice. I'm going to shake it with ice, and then I'm going to take the ice out, and then I'm going to shake it again. Get it nice and silky so that it looks really nice in the glass. I'm just going to add a little bit of ice to my shaker, and then we'll get our Tom Cruise impressions back on. There we go. Right. So that's just going in there. We've got some ice in there. I'll give it a bit of a shake up. Alright, that's nice and cooled now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the ice. I'm going to strain this into the other side of my shaker. Like so. Get all of the goodness in there. And then I'm just going to discard the ice. So you go like this. There we go. Without making too much mess. And then pour it back in. Number 2. This is just going to make it nice and silky smooth. There we go. Smells delicious. So now I'm going to get my glass that's in the freezer, and we're going to just pour this out. There we go. I love a chilled coupe glass. Now for this, I'm going to double strain it again. This is more of a texture thing. In the previous video, I actually double strained a drink that didn't need double straining, but you can scar me for that later. So here we go. See how that's got a nice foamy head on top there. And that is almost it. So get rid of them, I'll tell you that later. What I like to do with this cocktail is, because I want to get a nice punch of orange zest on the nose, I just get a little bit of orange. I'm just going to squirt the oils over the top there, just so that you get a little bit of that. I'm going to run it around the rim. Again, so you just get all of that on the nose, and then I've just got a little bit of garnish, a little bit of orange there, and I'm going to sit that on the side, just like so. And there we have a lovely Violet Summer. Slange. See you again.